Hello, I am Baron from the Fallen Angels of Azeroth, and this video shows how we killed Anub'arak for the first time on Group 2. I am the tank you can see, Bali will be main tanking Anub'arak. So right there I took it, and everybody else is DPSing it. Now, on this fight, you want to have one DPS, one range DPS, killing those orbs you see flying above Anub'arak. They have 3k health, as you can see. They're pretty easy to kill. Once they go down, they put a patch of frost. Those patches of frost will be useful later. There is an off-tank that's taking the big adds that show up. There are two big spiders that come and have to be tanked by the off-tank on one of those patches of frost. When Anub'arak is up, have all the DPS attacking Anub'arak and forget about the adds. You will take care of them later. And the off-tank has to tank Anub'arak, those adds on the frost patches so they don't burrow, because when they're getting low on HP they burrow and they regain their HP. Okay, the idea is bringing Anub'arak down to 30% so a new phase starts. As you can see, there are two timers, one for the enrage, which is like 9 minutes and a half since the fight starts, and the other for submerge. When the submerge timer is off, Anub'arak will submerge and start, let's call it the second phase. So, the moment Anub'arak goes down, we start DPSing the big adds. We have to bring them down, and also after we kill those big adds, we will take care of the scarabs around us. What we do usually is put the range to start the scarabs early, the moment this phase starts, and all the melee starts attacking the spiders. Now, Anub'arak is following people at random. As you can see right now, he's pursuing evil aura. He puts spikes and keeps putting spikes all the way to that person. Here it's following me. You can see the spikes coming to me, so I stand on a patch of frost. Here Anub'arak gets stunned, the patch of frost disappears, and he starts following another person. So, whenever somebody gets chased by Anub'arak being burrowed, that person has to go to a patch of frost, and everybody has to get away from Anub'arak's trail. Now, after some time Anub'arak goes up again. Be sure that all the scarabs have been killed before starting DPS on Anub'arak again. If there are scarabs, kill them before you go for Anub'arak. All DPS is again on Anub'arak. If you have enough patches of frost, as we did here, forget about the DPS that was attacking the orbs. Have everybody on Anub'arak. You want ideally to bring him to 30% in this phase, so he doesn't burrow again. The off-tank again will take those spiders in the patches of frost, and nobody will touch them. There's not much to see here, just what you knew. There's the timer there for the submerge going on. You have to, as I said, ideally bring Anub'arak down to 30% before he submerges. In this case we couldn't make it, but we were close enough. So, submerge in 5 seconds and Anub'arak is at like 32%, 36%, he will go down up to 31% when he burrows, you'll see. Okay, it burrows. Now we go and attack the big adds. All the range are on the scarabs. Now, there's something you need to know about this adds. The big adds put a debuff on whoever is tanking them. That deals extra damage, so that's why you don't want the main tank to get those adds at the same time that he's tanking Anub'arak, because the damage will be too big. The other thing is about the scarabs. The scarabs put a stacking debuff. As you can see right now, I'm getting stacking debuffs from tanking them that deal damage over time. If you get too many of them, the damage will be too hard to heal, so you want range to kill them real fast, and you don't want your main tank to tank them. If your main tank is a paladin, something I do on some tries, is you can tank them, and right before Anub'arak emerges again, you can bubble out of those debuffs and keep tanking it. It's no big deal for a pally, but ideally the main tank shouldn't be getting them. Okay, so Anub'arak goes up again. We have killed all the ads. I'm taking Anub'arak again. There will still be ads spawning because Anub'arak is above 30%. There's one ad, the off tank will take it, and very soon Anub'arak will get to 30. And he starts the leeching swarm. Okay, when it's at 30%, no more ads, and the leeching swarm is damage that will deal it will deal damage to everybody, and he will get the HP back. So also the more HP you have, the more damage it deals to you. So if you keep everybody at full 100%, he will regain a lot of health, probably more health than you can DPS. That's why you want to keep everybody below 50 and above 20%. In that range, your healers have to keep everybody. Of course, the main tank can be healed full, that is expected. Okay, when you enter that phase, as you saw, we kill all the ads first, and by ads I mean the spiders. Once we don't have anything else, we all can focus on Anub'arak. You want to use Bloodlust and all cooldowns on this phase because it's burn quick phase. As you can see, we had 2 DPS down, so it took us a long time, but luckily our healers were able to keep us alive during this whole burn. It shouldn't take that long. The enrage is getting close too. But only thing that matters here is that your healers keep everybody above 20 and below 50%. If they're getting really low and your healers still don't have it too well, then you can heal them higher than 50%. It's better having them than having them dead. That's pretty much the whole thing we did on this fight. There's nothing much to tell, just watch how we ended it. Again, as I said, it took us a long time because we had 2 DPS down, 2 of our highest DPS. When it was going even lower, we lost another DPS, and it was even harder to get it down because it was regaining more health than we could DPS, so the healers had to keep everybody, including me, as low as possible. It is not a complicated fight if everybody knows what they're doing, so I hope this video will help you notice some stuff that maybe you guys need to learn for this fight. The freezing lash is a hit that he will do at random, and don't worry about the freezing slash, it can be healed through. And there he does. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it's useful for you. Goodbye and good luck.